Hey, I got a little dirty secret. And if you're feeling a little dirty, you're going to want to check this video out. Hey everyone, this is Ben, and thank you for joining us on the channel today. Well, we are going to be talking about another piece of gear that I've picked up for Sarge, for all our outdoor adventures. Now, back in November of last year, I teamed up with Mr. Tom Brawley from GEO Shower, and we agreed that this would probably be the best thing for me while I do all my outdoor and dispersed camping, and also at my off-grid cabin. This shower water system would be perfect. Now, what is the GEO Shower? In this case right here, it is a rugged, portable hot water system designed to deliver real water pressure and reliable hot showers wherever you are or wherever life takes you. Whether it's a camping trip or a long overlanding journey, time on a boat or marine vessel, the remote work site, the GEO Shower makes proper hygiene simple. In just 2 minutes from setup, it provides hot water up to 7.6 liters, and that's about a little over 2 gallons for our US folks, and it's the strongest in its class. It means that the shampoo and conditioner will rinse out of your hair or your body and gets you clean fast with every shower. They say because of the pressure in this thing, it will clean you off quicker than any of the other shower systems out there, thus using less water. This GEO Shower is built like a beast. It comes in a heavy-duty expedition case. It's polycarbonate like a Pelican case, and the system includes a particle filter so fresh or natural water sources can be used safely. If you're near a lake or river, you can drop the hose into that river and get unlimited water flow and usage out of this GEO Shower. So let's start with the outside of the GEO Shower. Now, it is a nice hard polycarbonate case. This thing is well built. It mimics a Pelican case or any of those hard cases. It does have 4 latches. You got one on the bottom, one on the top, and then 2 in the front. And you can see they snap pretty good. It does have a hinge on this side, so the shower will open from left to right. And while operating this shower, there's several ways. One, you can freestand it on a flat surface or a table because it does have these flat legs on the bottom. Another option is you can mount this either on your rack or your vehicle or your rig, or you can hang it using this bracket system right up here. And these are connected to some Moon Fabrication vacuum mounts, and basically it will vacuum to wherever on your vehicle or on your rig, and this thing will hook right in there just like that. It does have these bent curve section on the brackets which will go right underneath just like that. And like I said, these are some Moon Fabrication vacuum mounts that you can use, or you can just mount this bracket using the pre-drill hose to your rig, L-tracks, T-slots of your choice, and then just hang the GEO Shower on there. Now let's talk about dimensions and weight of the GEO Shower. Now this thing is a pretty good size for a shower system, but it's all enclosed in this weatherproof case. Now the other brands are a lot smaller, but if you're looking for quality and durability, this GEO Shower will blow all the other shower systems out of the water. Now the height of this thing is about 24 inches in height. We're talking 19 inches in length and thickness wise, it's 7 inches. So, like I said, it's a pretty good size case, but I don't think as far as comparability to any other shower system, there's no comparison. And I used this yesterday, so you might see a little bit of water in there right now, but right off the bat, when you look at it, it's not a cheap unit. So a lot of these units, when you're using propane or for the heat, a lot of that heat gets dissipated from the top of this unit. And you may see that this has, a little bit of vents on here as allows it to cool off. But what they did is they placed a metal plate, a deflector shield, to prevent the heat from hitting the top of this case and vent it out. So that was pretty cool right there. On the left hand side, you do have your shower head, and it has 2 different types of setting. It's going to be like a stream, a steady stream, and it's pretty strong, or a like a rain stream. Now you do have your start and stop button here. Now, one of the features of this unit is when you get all ready and all set up and you hit start, it'll start flowing the water. You go ahead and wet yourself down if you're going to take what they call a military shower, if you're trying to conserve water, and then adjust your settings to where you want them as far as water flow and gas or heat. And we'll cover that here in just a second. But when you hit that stop button right there, the system will stop flowing water. You soap yourself up, and then when you're ready to resume and hit the on button on the opposite side, the system will remember your last setting for temperature and water flow and continue the operation. So it sort of like has a memory. This also has a on-off switch for the propane for the heat. So if you desire, you don't want to use hot water and just want to use cold water for rinsing off items or cleaning things, there is a switch on the bottom, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. It's on this side right here, where you have the option to use hot water or cold water. To power up this system, you're going to either need 12 volt or 24 volt, but right here is 10 feet of 12 volt power cord with a built-in fuse right there. And like I said, this thing's 10 feet long. And I plugged this in directly into my 12 volt source on my dirt box Overland. And we're going to fire up this here in a little bit. And it also has a on-off switch. The propane line for this is 5 feet. It's an LP, half-inch flex hose with an inline regulator. This thing is already piped in, so you do not need to hook it up. When you're done using it, it folds up and puts under the heater back into the case. This is your water inlet or your suction hose. It's an 8-foot quick disconnect right there, quick disconnect of half-inch ID water supply line with an inline filter. So with this filter, it is replaceable. You can pretty much put this in a lake, a river, or any kind of water source and have unlimited water flow to take a shower. But these filters are also a 50 mesh filter, and it's pretty good as far as keeping debris out while you shower. The quick disconnects on both ends makes it so super easy to hook this system up. I will be using a 5-pound propane tank today, and it's so easy. You just go ahead and screw your threaded coupling in, and your regulator will start regulating the flow of LP to your unit. Okay, so I took my 12 volt cigarette plug and I put it up into my outlet up there on my dirt box Overland, and I've got the propane hooked up. Now let's connect our water shower head. Okay, so now you're going to take your suction hose And if you look right here on the side, that's where you will thread this portion in for your water inlet or your water source. And then this end will go into your water source. Today we're going to put it in a bucket of water. Now you're going to take your shower head. On the opposite end, you do have this quick disconnect right here. You're going to pull back down on it. You're going to place it on your connector and let it go, and it'll clip right in. Now to use the propane, there is a switch under here, an on-off switch, and I don't know if you can see that, but I'll try to get the camera under there, and you will turn this on or off if you want propane. So that is your on-off switch right over here, and that will allow propane to start or stop, whether you want hot water or not. So before you start your system, make sure you depress the stop button, or else as soon as you hit start, it's going to start shooting water out. Now I already have power to the GEO Shower. Now I want to turn on the on-off switch, and you will hear. So let's go ahead and turn on the flow. Look at that flow, man. It's pretty awesome. And then you can adjust if you want a steady flow, just like that, or you want like a rain shower. And then when you're done, you just go ahead and hit and the pump will shut down. Now, if you don't want to leave your GEO Shower just sitting on your tailgate or on the ground, you have different mounting options where you can mount it to your rig. And one of the options is using their bracket right here, this aluminum bracket, and I've got it attached to some Moon Fabrication, what they call vacuum mounts. And these things support, I think 30 pounds each. But what you're going to need to do is you're going to have to go get your own hardware and mount it to the vacuum mounts. Now it does have different locations where you can mount this to, so depending on your rig and depending on your location, it's easy for you to set it up. But you want to make sure that your surface is clean. And basically you're just going to pump this in. You're going to push down, start pumping till that white line disappears. Go ahead and pump it back up again, and you should be good to go. Now you take your GEO Shower, and you will see this bracket in the back will hook directly on to your bracket on the vacuum mount. So now I have my GEO Shower mounted to the side of Sarge, and now I can just set up my awning or a privacy tent, or if you're in the middle of nowhere, you can just shower right here at the unit. And when you get done, you just go ahead and shut everything back up. And everything's safe and secure out of the elements. Well, there you go, folks, the GEO Shower and Water System. Now, if you're a van lifer, RV, a boat, or have an overlanding rig, this shower system will be beneficial, and I think it's the best shower system out there because of the flow, the portability, the mounting options, the way it heats water up. And like I said, I've used a lot of other shower systems that only lasted 6 months to a year. And right now I can tell you where they're at. They're in an aluminum or metal dumpster at the disposal center. But this system here, you can mount it. It'll be out of the way. It'll be protected from the harsh environments. In this case, you can move it from vehicle to vehicle. You can mount it using the mounting plate and the vacuum mounts from Moonshade. Now, this is one of the first units under the GEO Shower Water System. If you're interested in one of these, you can go to geoshower.com and check it out. And like I said, you know, the amount of money I had spent on those 3 other units, I could have got this a lot cheaper and right off the bat. But again, we want to thank GEO Shower and Water System, Mr. Tom Brawley, for partnering up with the Semper Gumby channel, and we will have these units on display and at the Jasper Jeep Jam on March 12th to the 15th in Jasper, Arkansas, as well as I believe Tom is going to be at the More Expo and some other expos throughout the year. But if you want to check these out, come see me. I'll be in the creators section at Jasper Jeep Jam. If you got any questions, pop them in the box below and I will answer them the best I can. I will put the links and description of the GEO Shower in there as well. So anyway, until the next video, I'm not a filthy animal anymore. This is Ben from Semper Gumby out.